So we already know, and God already knows, and this is what frustrates me sometimes. Do you realize that God knew that every evil thing I would ever do, every evil thing that you would do, he knew it before he actually gave you the gift, which means it's not a problem for him. That means he has teachers on the planet that's going to teach you how to live a certain way to maximize the gift. So this is why my wife and I are big proponents of not throwing people away. We're not big proponents of condemnation. We're not proponents of saying you're a failure, you'll always be a failure, you'll never do anything, and this is where you're stuck. We don't believe in that. Number one, because it's not scriptural. And number two, it's not the spirit of Christ. And number three, it leads to an environment that slows down and almost stifles ascension. It destroys ascension in a person because you always typecast them based upon their failures. And most people who have great character, this gonna hurt for some of you, most people think their character is their gift, and it is not. That's why people who have this, oh, honey, I probably shouldn't have said this, but the truth of the matter is most people who have the greatest gifts, their character is lacking. The more gifting that God gives you, the harder it is for your character to align. That's why it takes time. That's why teaching and development and loving and patience and not throwing people away and not saying a person will never be anything. All these things that we do that I've seen done. When we do these things, we are the reason why the church has not ascended, why it's now a social club, a fellowship hall, a Masonic hangout party thing, a group club and all this other stuff, because we think that everybody has to be perfect. I know that when you come and you show up, and I already know that your voice is beautiful, but there's a likelihood that the same voice you use to call down angels is the same voice you use to cuss out your mother. I know that, but you get taught, you get developed, you get trained, you get inspired, you get loved on. And that all of a sudden, that's what teaching is for. You're like, oh, wow. And then you start to realize, because this is the way the Lord works, I know this to be true because I live it. What God does is, as your character, as you die to your weaknesses, your frailties, you know what God does? You start to become one with your gift. Everybody write this in the chat. You become one with your gift.